Hello guys, before we begin our class, let me like to thank you for subscribing to my channel and making us build a family together. The work for today is going to be on solutions for some prepared or how prepared are you for the WASSCE 2025 exams. So these solutions are solutions to a trial WASSCE questions, and then I'm encouraging every student who is preparing for WASSCE on of day to give it a try. So let's delve right into the solution. Okay, starting with the first question. For general mathematics and then for mathematics at large, if you are posed a question, make sure first you read the question twice or three times to get the overview of the question before you put pen on paper. Okay, starting with our first question. It says a bus travels a distance of 56 kilometers at an average speed of 70 kilometers per hour. It travels a further 60 kilometers at an average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. Calculate for the whole journey. I, the total time taken. I, the average speed. Okay, so here our question talks of a bus traveling and blah blah blah. So let's start. So it says average speed or speed is equal to distance on time. So simply, these quantities can be written this way. So we have speed denoted by the letter small s is equal to distance denoted by the letter small d, all on t. So from our first phrase or sentence, we have a distance of 56 kilometers with a speed of 70 kilometers per hour. Okay, so the question says you calculate the time taken to travel the whole journey. And with the first sentence, these were the information. So we have to calculate the time it took us to cover this distance with this certain speed. Now we make time. The subject from this definition. So we have t equals d, which is distance on s. Okay, so cross multiply, this moves here, this comes beneath the distance. Okay, so from our parameters we have t, which is time, is equal to 56 kilometers on 70 kilometers per hour. And by computing this, our time will be equal to 0.8 hours. 0.8 hours. So this is the time taken. Now let's move on to the second phrase. It says it travels a further 60 kilometers at an average speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So we have our second journey, which continued. Okay. So we have a second information. It says a travel, so we have a second distance. So we have a second distance of 60 kilometers. 60 kilometers with a speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So we calculate the time taken to travel this journey. We have our second time, which gives us the same distance on speed. So we have our second time 60 kilometers, 60 kilometers on 50 kilometers per hour. Okay, so by doing so, our time taken to complete this journey is 1.2 hours. 1.2 hours. Okay. So the first question says you should calculate the total time taken. And total time, total time, total time taken, which is denoted by this, is equal to T2 first time and second time, so T1 plus T2. Our total time T dot T is equal to, now our first time is 0.8, 0.8, 0.8 hours plus 1.2 hours. So our total time yields 2 hours. So it took us 2 hours to complete this whole journey. Now we move on to the second or our subsequent question, which says you calculate the average speed. Calculate the average speed. So average speed denoted by these letters A dot V is equal to the total distance on total time. Okay, so our average speed A dot V is equal to, now the total time we have, the total distance we have, first distance which was 56 kilometers plus the second distance which was 60 kilometers, all on the total time. The total time is 2 hours. And finally our average speed is equal to, so after getting this, then you compute our average speed is giving us 58 kilometers per hour. So these are the solution for the first question of our WASSCE trial exam.